Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the weekly comic book roundup. We've made it through our first batch of comics. Now it's time to move on to this. Well, first off, we're moving on to Batman Brave and the Bold, number 18. We our next book. We are going to try something different. Hopefully, it goes well. And if it goes well, it'll be how we do Brave and the Bold going forward. Since Brave and the Bold is a longer book, an anthology book, I mean, it has an actual, the title is actually able to be written on the spine. So it obviously takes longer to cover. So the idea is we're going to see about dedicating a single specific video just to Batman Brave and the Bold. So this issue of Brave and the Bold, not actually part of the all-in, doesn't have the all-in branding, but okay. So our first issue is Doubt. The issue opens years back with Bruce being expected, young Bruce Wayne being expected to speak at his parents' funeral. And he doesn't feel he's brave enough to do it. But Alfred gives him a pep talk, tells him that that's the whole thing. You can't be brave until you're scared. And yeah, that's true. Bravery is usually something that comes in when someone's brave, it's because of something that they've overcome overcome a fear. So, or anxiety, or And so, in the present, there's apparently a villain by the name of Benjamin Bilk. He seems to have a meta level ability to bend people to his will. And so he walks into one of the banks in Gotham, tells security, and one of the employees to let him through, and basically just do what he tells him. But Batman was prepared. Bilk's been hitting branches of Wayne Investments. But he comes prepared. Sprays some foam over Bilk's mouth so he can't talk. However, Batman's not the only one prepared. Bilk made a recording of his voice to get to Batman. Basically saying, I doubt you're Batman. Bilk also says he goes by the name Doubt now. And so Bruce returns to the cave, and Alfred points out that Bruce has collapsed shortly after arriving, conscious but unresponsive. And Batman works through his own doubts and remembers what Alfred told him. As he's scared to be brave enough. And so Batman overcomes his anxieties and fears, goes after Bilk. Explains that, yeah, and does record, makes a remixes Bilk's recording. Saying that I doubt your doubt, or I doubt your doubt anymore, and so doubt loses his powers thanks to self doubt. An interesting story. Just remember, you're enough. You're valid. But moving on to our one continuing story, this issue, we've got John Constantine and Streaky in Petsurrection. Apparently, resurrected pets have been popping up near where John lives, and Streaky's come to help. But, John Constantine's allergic to cats. You know, like Streaky. But turns out that there's recently a resurrected dog was came after John, and there was a tag, a tag for a rescue shelter. So John and Streaky go to investigate, and one of the employees has not been acting by himself, Jeremy Hansel, and apparently recently Constantine performed an exorcism on Hansel's brother. But Hansel was trying to use the talisman of Osiris to resurrect his brother. Apparently, after the exorcism, Hansel's brother had some issues, and yeah. But Streaky and John take care of the resurrected pets, and Streaky shows Hansel a picture of Hansel with his brother's dog, and which he resurrected, and it's it's a zombie, and zombies don't tend to look that pretty, but Hansel throws out the amulet, and now Streaky's one with an allergic reaction. But that's where that story ends. Brings us to our next story, featuring Aquaman and Miss Martian. Reflections. There's a ship that's going into a whirlpool, and Miss Martian and Aquaman, can't remember it, Jackson Hyde, try to stop it, but they figure that they've got the boat to stop sinking, so they should rescue any survivors. there aren't any survivors on it. But someone is in the SOS, and the two realize it's a trap. And they end up on Mars. Apparently, a white Martian is trying to remake Mars at the expense of Earth. Basically, kind of Earth had its chance, but Aquaman and Miss Martian. While Miss Martian is briefly tempted, it's not worth the destruction of Earth. And our heroes. While the White Martian manages to escape, Aquaman and Miss Martian end up back on Earth, and Miss Martian explains that she was tempted to go along with her fellow Martians' plan. For a moment, though, but it was again. It wasn't worth not just resurrecting Mars wouldn't be worth. At the expense of Earth wouldn't be worth the expense. Moving on though to the next story, we've got Swipe Left on Scams, starring Harley Quinn. Harley's going through dating apps, and wait, Bruce Wayne is on this one? What? But she hunts down the company that makes the app. Takes on the CEO, Ghosting Master, and manages to make short work of him. And it seems that the app has gone under because of this. And the final story. Robin Season, Part 1. Damien and Tim respond to or help three teenagers, but all dressed as Robin, and caught on a burning roof. But they're a riddle, a clue for Robin. Tell the tell the real Robin to meet me where we've first danced, or he's going to basically kill the missing Robin, as apparently this was four people that have been dressed as Robin. So we get a bit of sibling rivalry between Damien and Tim, and they managed to figure out, who made the costumes as their professional grade. Appears to be the tailor, an ex-villain who basically is turned to making costumes, and they end up at the at a brewery, an abandoned brewery, which apparently has motion-activated camera and is still active. They hear someone calling for help, and they end up in one of the and they investigate, but it's just a speaker. But that's led them right into Killer Moth's trap. And of course, Tim and Damien blame each other. And that is where the issue ends. Okay, all right. I do have to wonder if one, it seems that Brave and the Bold has stopped running the occasional the black and white stories every issue. Also, I do have to wonder if we're going to be seeing less multi-part stories in Brave and the Bold going forward in favor of one-shots. But, well, honestly, we'll just have to see. Anyway, that's to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, PayPal can be found in the description box down below. Big shout out to Patreon, Red Band, and Penis. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.